This was our third trip to the Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve. Our prior trips were during dry spells, and Medno Creek wasn't flowing along the base of the dunes. Melting snow in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains feeds the creek, but not always enough to cause it to flow between the dunes and the parking lot. We carefully watched the park website, and the predictions were for a good flow this year after a couple of years of no flow at all. So we made the trip. In normal dry years, the area between the dunes and the parking lot is bone dry with a stream bed populated by tenacious brush and trees, not needing a consistent supply of water, and the stream bed looks like a dry wash depending on intermittent rain for moisture, not a valid stream bed. This year, the stream flowing past the base of the dunes was obvious long before we reached the visitor center and the base of the dunes. From the video, it appears that the creek flows the full length of the dunes. The area below the dunes looks much different this year, with strong currents and even small white caps where water rarely flows. It is easy to find videos of nice days with adults and kids alike splashing and even tubing with the current. While the stream cooperated this year, the cold wind and lack of sunshine put a damper on anything more than just wading across the stream to get to the dunes. While the stream generally peaks around the last week of May and first week of June, there was a clear difference in the flow rates from one day to another. I estimate that the flow on the second day was less than half the flow on the first day, and the third day was even lower. However, it was still impressive to watch the waves form against dams of sand that gave way and released surges of water to flow to the next dam. Some of the stream bed that was covered with waves one day was just a damp sponge the next day. Reaching the peak between the trees is the goal of many who cross the stream bed to challenge the dunes. I wore some old boots to keep my feet dry so my shoes wouldn't be full of wet sand while I climbed, but the boots really didn't work out very well at all. I had climbed the dunes before, a few years younger then, and I had a backpack this time with additional camera gear to support my dream of getting panorama video from on top. I even lugged a tripod along just in case. However, I made a wrong turn and ended up on the ridge leading to the second highest dune. By that time, I'd given up on my panorama video because there was no way I was going to subject my video camera to the sandblasting of wind trying to knock me off my feet and occasionally succeeding. The higher I went, the worse it got, so I lost interest in the summit and didn't backtrack to the higher ridge. I took a few videos with my GoPro in a housing. If you listen carefully, you can hear the sand hitting the housing.